Good night's sleep. And if your mattress has you tossing and turning at night and you're waking up not feeling well rested, well, I have some bad news for you. It's not going to get any better. In fact, it's only going to get worse as time goes on. But today, for you, I have something that you can truly make a nice investment in and not have to break the bank for that great night's sleep. It is our hot pick of the day. It is a brand new mattress that you've never seen before from one of the best companies to make mattresses, and that is Serta. You are looking at the brand new Salvation 11-inch Euro top mattress. We have it for you in all sizes: twin, full, queen, split queen, king, and California king. And here's the thing. Every single size for you today will be less than $1,000. We got a great deal from Serta, but I have quantities that are very, very limited. So take advantage of our while supplies last price that brings you home a beautiful, lush, gorgeous mattress that may change the way you sleep and help you get a better night's rest. It's also going to come with a 9-inch box spring too for that price. And you're thinking, well, why would I want to buy my mattress at QVC? Well, there are a lot of reasons, and a lot of reasons why so many people do. First of all, at QVC, we provide in-home delivery, meaning all you're going to do is after you place your order, you're going to get a phone call to set up a delivery date. Those people are going to come to your house, set up your mattress, and take away your old one. How about the fact that we offer an easy pay plan, and we give you our best one with the new Salvation. 6 months to pay for your mattress. Also, instead of going to a store and having 10 minutes to figure out which mattress feels good to you, we'll give you 30 nights to sleep on your mattress. And if you're not happy, guess what? You can send it back and there is no restocking fee. All these mattresses are made fresh for QVC, for you. And you know what? You get a limited manufacturer's warranty, 10 years for your new Serta mattress. And again, the value is great because you could go to Serta.com and you can find the Salvation on their website. The price will be 30% more. Again, our while supplies last price brings every size home to you for less than $1,000. You get the box spring, you get every size range, and you get 6 months to pay for it. Let me bring in my guest. Kerry Dean is here with us. He's been with Serta for quite some time, been in the bedding industry since 1998, right?
1988.
No!
I just
Gosh,
aged
well,
10
you look
years.
so, I was going to say, you look too young to do that.
I was 9.
There you go. Yeah, child labor, right? I got to tell you, just looking at this Eurotop, feeling it, touching it, this is beautiful. But why the Salvation? This is a brand new mattress, so what should we know about this?
Well, what we wanted to do is we wanted to take, really one of our best promotional type inner spring units and adds the new technology, whether we're talking about the gel memory foam that we're going to show you a little bit later, talk about the individually wrapped coil system that is giving you that cradling, that body hugging support. We wanted to package all this in a feel that's really on the plush side. I think we talked a little bit earlier, but if we were to scale this on 1 being the hardest thing you could get and 10 being the softest thing you could get, this is a really, really nice, like 6.5, 7 as far as your comfort.
And it might be really good if you are sleeping with somebody, you have your partner, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever, that you both kind of have a little bit difference. You're a little bit more on the firm side, he's a little bit on the softer side. Here you're going right in the middle.
It's a good compromise.
Yeah.
It really is. A lot of times I'll talk about like the Goldilocks bed, if you will. So we're not looking at, again, a very, very hard feel as far as the comfort goes, and certainly not a very, very soft feel in the comfort. Again, support, extra firm. And we'll take a look at the individually wrapped coil.
Yes.
But then that comfort, so the layers above that, same thing, we'll break it down and show you a little bit later, but giving you that nice, comfortable feel. You betcha. A good plush feel.
Good night's rest. You really can't put a price tag on that, that's for sure. And so many people buy their Sertas here at QVC. We explained why. So I urge you that if you're at home and you have a Serta from us, I'd love for you to give us a call. Our testimonial line is open. 1-800-395-1601 is that number. By the way, shipping and handling included for you on this. But let's talk about this mattress, what's inside, and the Serta difference.
Sure. What I'll do, let me grab. When we take a look at how we do our thing.
Which you do very well.
We want to take a look and identify what's wrong. Why don't we get a good night's sleep? and we've identified the top 4 reasons.
Oh,
so right
gosh,
there
I
on your
can't wait to
screen,
see
those are the
these.
4 reasons to never have to count sheep again.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about what we've done to help reduce tossing and turning.
Oh,
You
that's a
know
big
at home,
one.
as you're listening and watching, make a mental checklist right now, because we're going to talk about the top 4 reasons we don't get good sleep. So that tossing and turning, does it take you a long time to fall asleep at night? Or in the middle of the night, are you waking up because your body's going, hey, I'm not comfortable? So it's moving, it's pulling you out of deep sleep. Sometimes it doesn't wake you up. But in the morning, you go, I had 7.5 hours. Why do I feel so tired and groggy and sleepy? It's because your body was moving, pulling you out of REM sleep. So we're going to talk about what we've done to help reduce that tossing and turning. Encourage proper back support. This is the one on your checklist. How do you feel in the morning when you get up? You know, a lot of times I get to talk to people in the field, and they go, yeah, my lower back really bugs me in the morning, but maybe after my shower or driving to work, it kind of loosens up, feels okay. You know what's going on? Your spine line is not being properly supported on your current mattress.
Oh my goodness, because a lot of times my legs just feel sore, and I'm thinking, I didn't work out, I didn't go for a run, I didn't do much of anything. Maybe it's my mattress.
A lot of times, see, again, when we talk about that lower lumbar area, that's got so many parts of our bodies that will affect. So we want to talk about, you know, what we've done to improve that, you know, make that unique back support. Another major problem, the third problem that we talk about, is that partner disturbance.
Oh,
All
boy,
right, so
big one, isn't it?
This is
you
a big one.
want to kick them out of bed, don't you?
We want to limit that, and I'm going to show you with the design, this new technology in our individually wrapped coil system. We're going to show, it's so easy to see how that's really going to help limit that motion across the mattress that disturbs you. And then the last thing we're going to talk about, that rolling off or rolling in. All right, so that hammock effect, if you will, or I'm on a sliding board, I'm falling out.
Right. Well, a lot of us sometimes have unexpected guests come sleep with us. For me, it's my 4-year-old.
Yep.
He doesn't sleep vertically on the bed. He sleeps horizontally between my husband and I. I'm pushed to the side. And for a lot of you, it may be your pooches. Your dogs love to jump into bed. They sprawl out, and all of a sudden, you're there on the edge. And a lot of those mattresses, yes, all of a sudden that sagging effect, you're rolling off, and the next thing you know, you end up on the couch.
That's it, and we don't want to have that happen. So those are the top 4 reasons, and then we can kind of talk about this Serta Salvation and what we've done to help solve those problems, if you will.
Okay, so you want to start off, because when I think of Serta, especially like this, I love the fact when I hear something like memory foam and space age memory foam,
You're
right?
exactly right. That's the secret weapon in this. So what we'll do, I'll break it down from, we'll start at the cover. Okay.
Yes.
So you did mention, yep, you know what? It's a gorgeous look. I know we put sheets on it, but it's a really, really good look.
No, it's
and the
beautiful.
hand, we call this the hand. So it's a really nice, soft to the touch kind of
Little
feel.
silky feel to it.
It does have a little bit of a silky
very,
feel.
very high end and expensive. Now you call this Euro top.
It is a Euro top.
Different than pillow top.
Different than pillow top. It's got, I guess the easiest way to talk about it would be it's a cleaner tailoring.
Okay.
Okay, so like if you can see along the side here, let's say, so we definitely have that additional upholstering above the inner spring that we talk about to give it that nice plush feel. But you can see along the side, it's a very, very clean, this European style tailoring. That's a good look right there.
It looks,
so there
it definitely
you can
doesn't
see.
look like sometimes a pillow top looks like a separate piece.
Right, that maybe it would come off or something. No, you're right.
Okay.
So this is a cleaner look. So that's what we talk about when we call it a Euro top.
Okay, good to know.
So then what makes that Euro top? So why, when you get on this, again, our goal is for you to, end of the work day, we all work very, very hard. It's to get in bed and get that moment, you know, that sigh of satisfaction, if you will. So let's take a look at how we're creating that. It's that pressure relieving comfort that we talk about. So if you said, yes, tossing and turning is an issue for me, take a look at what we've done in this, because I think you'll like what you see. So right under the cover, the very, very first thing is this really soft, fluffy layer. This is called pillow fill fiber. And you can see, I mean, it's layer after layer after layer of this fiber that's really, really difficult to compress, you know, so it's great at bouncing back to where it's supposed to be, and it gives you kind of that, like that instant comfort as soon as you get on the bed. All right, so that's the pillow fill fiber layer. It's a soft, fluffy, kind of airy layer right under the cover. First thing your body's going to notice and feel. The next thing, we use this comfort foam in so many different products. It's a great comfort foam. It's very, very difficult for it to break down, so it's this nice, soft, but it's still supportive foam, again, contributing to that immediate comfort as soon as you get on the mattress. So that's the comfort foam layer. This is awesome. This is kind of
the blue stuff, I like to call it.
This is the blue stuff. We've got 2 blue layers on this one. So what we've done here, I want you to think egg crate foam.
Okay.
You know, kind of popular.
Used to have that at my college dorm. Yeah.
Exactly. Really good at helping reduce pressure points, you know, that pressure relieving comfort. But what we've done, we've designed a new technology, kind of advanced that typical comfort layer. This is called our Zone Active 5-zone topper. So you can see the kind of the peaks and valleys that you're familiar with that egg crate foam. But then we've also put this wave pattern in. So on a mattress in its entirety, there's actually 5 zones. Hence the name, Zone Active 5-zone topper. But what it's allowing for, it's kind of alternating a comfort layer and then a little bit more supportive layer. Because our bodies need that. Yes, we need different zones of support, but we also need different zones of comfort. We've actually designed a comfort layer that will do just that and respond differently to our body weight in this Salvation mattress.
Yeah, because you think about just the hip area on your body. That needs a lot of support because it carries a lot of weight.
Exactly, hip and shoulders. So sometimes, you know, a lot of times when I talk to consumers and they are side sleepers. Side sleepers, it's really heads up, pay attention because I know you sometimes will say, boy, I wake up, my arm's asleep or my shoulders hurt.
That's when I have to twist and turn, and that's probably what's kicking me out of REM sleep.
Exactly, because your body's going, not comfortable, pressure's building up, what can I do? This is a really, really good way to help limit that and provide that pressure relieving comfort.
Wonderful.
So that's the Zone Active layer.
Okay.
And then
there's more.
Yes, exactly right. This is the story right here. So this is our gel enhanced memory foam. So memory foam is a very, very familiar comfort layer in mattresses. But what we've done is we've enhanced it with this liquid gel. So now we're talking about, look, you don't have to make that decision. Should I get an inner spring? Should I get a memory foam? We're talking best of both now.
Really?
So now we've got that inner spring support that we'll look at, but then we've also got this really, really great gel enhanced memory foam layer. So when we talk about contouring and conforming to your body weight and providing that cradling comfort, this is a layer that's doing all that.
If you could touch this and feel this right now.
It's a really, really nice
La la dreamland won't soon be far behind. Let me remind you that this Salvation Eurotop mattress, you're seeing it for the very first time, brand new for you today, and we have it at such an incredible value because of our partnership with Serta. We asked, hey, can you give us a mattress with a really great offer, because we know so many of you with summer vacation season, a lot of money going on planning trips, you're not getting rested. We know you may not have a lot of money, the couple thousands of dollars that you can spend on a mattress, but you deserve a good night's sleep. What can you give us? And Serta said, we got the Salvation. We can give it to you at a great price, every size less than $1,000, but we can only do it for so many. So I have limited quantities. So take advantage of this offer while the supplies last. That's our while supplies last price. So you have twin, full, queen, split queen. You have California king and regular king. Again, all less than $1,000, and everything comes delivered to you at your house on 6 easy payments, anywhere from $99 to $149, and your shipping and handling is included. And that in-home delivery, Carrie, is so key. It takes the stress completely out of getting a big ticket item like this home.
So when we talk about convenience, which is very important, we talk about delivering of a mattress. Because listen, if you've ever done it, I do joke around, if you've ever strapped it to the top of the car and then schlepped it home and then had to carry it up and then had to figure out how to get rid of your old, which is A, not easy, B, expensive. Look, here's your solution. When we talk about this platinum delivery service, so you'll get that call, they'll work on a convenient time for both of you, the service and you, for the mattress to come out. They're gonna ring the doorbell, you just stand back and point direction, show them where it's going. They'll bring the new one in. They're gonna take the old one out, that's included. Or sometimes we might have where you say, you know what, actually the one in the guest room is even way worse than ours, so can you just take our bed and put it in the guest room? So they'll move it to a different location. They'll kind of relocate it in your house, or again, they'll just get rid of it. They'll take that away. They'll pack up all the packaging materials, and they're gone. And what I love is we get so many compliments on, my goodness, they were so nice. They put booties on. They were fast and efficient. So these are things that are important. At that point when look, our schedules are busy. So let's get there in the time frame. Let's make it quick and easy, and boom, you're all taken care of.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend who ordered a Serta. I think when you had the Today Special Value not too long ago.
Yeah, April, I think.
Yeah, and she ordered a service, and she raved about the in-home delivery. She said they couldn't have been more accommodating, trying to find a time that she would be home.
Awesome.
They came in, she said, they were in and out in no time, and it was like as if she never had that old ratty mattress. So just one of the beauties.
Just forget about it.
And when you talk about stress in buying a mattress, think about when the traditional ways we've always done it, the way I used to do it, is going into a store, and there you are looking at a room full of mattresses that all look the same. And how much time do you have? And you go individually laying on them, and you're there maybe 10 minutes on each mattress, and that's when you're supposed to figure out what you want? No, stop doing it that way. We take that awkwardness out while other people are watching you lay down, and and the salesperson standing over you, you know?
See,
Isn't that great? Isn't that great? And you're like, I don't know, stop talking, I'm trying to figure it out. You know, completely get rid of that, because this way you get this home, you have 30 nights to sleep on it to decide if this is the mattress for you, and if you do not love it, you send it back, and we don't charge you anything, no restocking fee, just because you didn't have the best experience on this mattress. But you know, it's 1 o'clock here on the East Coast. You know, if you're sitting there on the couch, you know, watching us, trying to fall asleep, and you're on your couch because it's more comfortable than your mattress.
I hear that a lot.
There's really no better time to get a Serta home. I mean, this is the grand slam. It's Serta, one of the most well-respected companies when it comes to mattress. You're getting the Eurotop, this plush high-end experience with this beautiful hand. The price, less than $1,000 with that easy pay and the in-home delivery. That's where I say you don't need anything else. This is the opportunity to replace that mattress, and I absolutely love it, especially when you think about all those reasons of why we're not getting that good night's sleep.
And the thing is, again, just ask yourself at home, how many of these apply? There are so many times people go, all 4. And I go, wow, why are you putting up with that?
They got a big checklist.
So listen, here's what you ask yourself. Is tossing and turning an issue for you? When you crawl into bed, is it something that you dread? Or is it something that you go, this is the best, this is what I want at the end of my day? So tossing and turning comes into play, where it might wake you up during sleep, it might pull you out of REM sleep. That's when we recharge. You know, when we want to talk about feeling rejuvenated in the morning, it's all about the mattress and the comfort. So we don't want tossing and turning to be in play, and that's been identified as one of the top 4 reasons. The number 2 is that back support. We want to provide this unique back support that's kind of individualized. I'm going to get that out next and take a look at the coil, the inner spring, the support system. We're going to talk about that. But we want to make sure, you know, in the morning when you get up, you're jumping out of bed, you're feeling awesome. Not, oh my goodness, my lower back kind of hurts. I feel like I was, I don't know, wrestling throughout the night.
Right.
It's that your mattress is not giving you proper spinal alignment. If you're not getting that, you're not getting good. You know what I'm saying? So in the morning, you're not feeling so great. If it goes away, you know, after your shower, you've walked around a little bit, it's your inner spring. It's the mattress that you're currently trying to sleep on, not doing its job. If it stays all day, I would maybe say, maybe get it checked out, because that could be something going on that you want to get looked at. But anyway, we're going to talk about unique back support. Then the one that really is frustrating, it's that partner disturbance. So you've got a very, very restless sleeper beside you, and you're a very light sleeper. Suddenly, as soon as you start to drift off, they toss and turn and kick and flail, and it wakes you up. That is interrupted sleep. That is not the thing you're looking for. So we want to talk about how we limit that partner disturbance. And then finally, the hammock effect. So do you roll to the center with you and your partner? It's awesome to be close and lovey-dovey, but sometimes, not all the time. Well, that's what I'm saying. So we want to talk about what we could do to limit that roll together, or even the roll off. We're going to talk about our Total Edge foam encasement. Okay, well, let's the coil system. Let's take a look at it, because I know, and just looking over the information, I mean, we're talking not just dozens, we're talking hundreds of coils that are individually wrapped. Hundreds of individual coils. So here we're going to do is take a look at a cutaway, or like a raw demo of the unit, if you will. Okay. So when we talk about the IWC, or individually wrapped coil, this is the unit. So when we talk about supporting your body weight and allowing for that proper spinal alignment, this is the advanced technology that's going to get you there. So what I always love to do is I go, look, here I'm pressing down on one of the coils, and you can see right here beside it, within inches, there's really no disturbance. And you know, I'm compressing that, I don't know, maybe 20% of the way down, and there's very, very little motion here. So think about, if your body weight's on here, I want you to think about, wow, there's really not much of a chance of that motion to carry across the mattress. So when we talk about limiting that partner disturbance, this is such a wonderful inner spring design, coil technology, if you will, that's really going to help limit that. All right. The other thing is, look, we are different weights and shapes and sizes. So we want to make sure that what the innerspring and how it's supporting us is unique to our body, you know, and giving us that unique back support. And we could take a look in just a second on an actual live demo of how that works. But because of our different weights, shapes, sizes, look, it can't be just a flat support system. We want it to be able to kind of conform to us individually.
Absolutely.
Well, hence the individual wrap coil. Yep.
Yeah, and I'll sit there as we take a look at the animation of what's really happening.
Oh,
you know,
awesome.
for the longest time I thought, oh, I'll just get a king size bed. That way I won't feel my partner rolling around. And I bought you know, just kind of a baseline mattress. I still felt the movement, and I thought, what's going on? Not really thinking about it's what's inside the mattress. It's not just the size.
Exactly. And so when we look at the design, the individually wrapped, well, right there, that's showing the total edge foam encasement, by the way, which we don't have live. So what that is, it's a very, very firm, supportive foam, the entire perimeter, the whole way around.
So that's
the
all
innerspring,
the way around.
Head to toe, side to side, just to make sure that we're using the entire mattress. You know, we don't lose any sleep surface. But then we also talked a little bit about that rolling off, kind of feel like a sliding board, whether you're an edge sleeper, whether the 4-year-old sleeping sideways is in bed with you. Maybe you put your shoes and socks on the side of the mattress, those kind of things. So we want to make sure that we've got that really, really firm, supportive edge. That's what that total edge foam encasement was.
This is Tracy.
This is Tracy.
How you feeling?
Great.
Good now, right?
Well, this isn't a typical way to sleep because this is just the raw innerspring. So what we're looking at here is this individually wrapped coil that we have inside the Salvation mattress. And what you can see here, the goal of the IWC unit, or the individually wrapped coil, is, like I said, kind of give you this unique support and shape specifically to you. And because of each coil being individual, that's what allows it to happen. You know, so when we talk about, okay, we've got a little bit of body weight here at our hips. Well, that should be allowed then to compress a little bit more, and you need a little bit more support there. But then for Tracy here at her lower back, we want to make sure that that's shaping properly also. Up at the shoulders, again, typically a little bit more body weight up at our shoulders. And if she's a side sleeper, the animation we showed was a side sleeper also, and you could see immediately, because of the design of the system, it's shaping and following the wave, you know, or the line of your body, if you will. End result is, again, providing that unique back support, kind of individualized support, giving you that proper spinal alignment and the unique back support that you need the most.
It really is cradling her body.
I love the word cradling.
Comfort.
100%. And again, I think, Tracy, thanks again for being with us today. But yeah, that's the goal. Cradling comfort from the innerspring, support from the innerspring, again, helping, limiting that motion, that partner disturbance, and then providing that unique back support so you feel better in the morning.
Awesome.
That's the goal.
And I love it. Again, all sizes less than $1,000. Remember, twin, full queen, split queen, king, and California king. Now, Carrie, how, you know, I like to show this graphic in terms of the measurements, because we get a lot of calls saying, well, what's the difference between a California king and a king? So we have this graphic to show you the exact measurement of your mattress.
So this is a great graphic. The first at the top there, I'll start right there at the twin. So twin size, you know what, sometimes we think about, well, the kids need a new bed. You're 100% right. And sometimes we think, well, it's just a kid's bed. But what I talk about is, look, why not make the investment now and go from crib to college.
Yep.
That's the goal there when you get great bedding. Then we jump to a full size. Sometimes 2 adults are in there. It gets a little cozy in my opinion. You can see the length is the same as a twin. You do pick up some width. Then we're going to jump up. So wider and longer is the queen size.
Okay.
Probably the most popular size that we look at. I think we've had about 200,000 sets here at QVC.
It's the most popular tonight.
It's ridiculous, an awesome partnership, and we certainly are so happy about that. But queen size is typically the #1 size. Then we're going to jump down the bottom row. There's a king size. It's either called a standard king, sometimes an Eastern king, but you can see the dimensions there. And then there is a California king. Now that's where it sometimes gets confusing, because people think, well, that must be the most giant.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. We say giant. But what it is, it's the same sleep area, if you will, but what it's narrower than a standard king, but longer than a standard king.
So like a bed made for David Venable, who's 6'4", 6'5", I think. Yeah.
I was on with him one time, and somebody took a picture and went, "Look how little you look beside David." I was like, "Thanks so much."
Guy, tall.
Yes, he's tall. But you're exactly right. That would be something that you would want to look at and strategize. The other thing I'll talk about too, and this is a great image. So split queen.
Yeah.
Sometimes people go, "What's that? I don't think I need that." Listen, here's what's so awesome about split queens.
Okay.
If you're in a full size right now, because you go, "Look, it's all we can can get. We can't get a queen size up the steps. We've tried, doesn't work. There's a bad turn or the ceiling's low. And you're kind of giving up good sleep space because you just think you're stuck with a full. Look at the split queen. The split queen is a box spring that's actually made in 2 individual pieces. That last graphic showed you, the last photo showed you.
You can see it, yeah.
It's a split box spring.
Okay.
So what it's done, it's made in 2 individual pieces. Nothing is different with the mattress. You know, typically the mattress can flex and bend a little bit around the corner. But boy, let me tell you, a box spring, if it doesn't go, it doesn't go.
No.
There's no way to flex it. So a split box spring is going to do that, and it kind of allows you to get up the steps. Suddenly you go, oh, that just solves our problem. We get more sleep area, more sleep space, and we can get it up the steps. So
awesome.
Split queen. Yep.
Awesome. And I have to tell you, in terms of level of support, we were talking about, you know, 1 to 10. If 1 was the firmest and 10 was the softest,
yep.
We're looking at almost right in the middle, about a set, but a little higher, around a 7, you'd say?
On the comfort of this, like the feel
right.
of this unit.
Right.
Okay, that's what I would definitely talk,
feel.
like that 6.5, 7. Support, again, extra firm.
Extra firm support.
But you always make sure when any mattress that you're ever talking about, separate support and comfort.
Okay.
Okay, those are 2 things. And a lot of times I'll hear people say, well, I heard I'm supposed to get a firm mattress. 100% accurate on the support. You always want to have proper spinal alignment, and typically that's going to be generated from a really nice supportive inner spring.
Okay.
But if you get something that feels like the floor,
yeah, it's hard. You're not going to want to sleep on it.
Then then we go back to that #1 problem, that tossing and turning, or there's pressure points building up. So comfort is also very, very important. So keep it separate. This is a really, really nice feel.
Oh,
this plush feel. This
is
7
wonderful.
of 10 out of plush rating. Yep.
Honestly, it's just as soon as you touch it, all of a sudden, here is your sanctuary, and that's what our beds are supposed to be. We talked about the size of the mattress and the different measurements. Let's talk about the frame and the importance of the frame.
Frame is so important because, again, we have a nice investment. We want to make sure you have a long, long time. We've put a 10-year warranty on it, but make sure your framing is correct.
Okay.
So the image that we're looking at right here, that's actually a queen size headboard and footboard, probably wooden, and then wooden side rails. So if that's what you have at home, you could see in the center there, you've got 5 wooden slats. And the third one, so the one that is dead center, you can see a little pencil drawing, if you will, but that's got a leg that's going to the floor from that center support. So you're going to want to have that type of setup in your wooden headboard, footboard, and side rails. So make sure of that. The next one, this is that's a king size frame. So it's got nothing at the head or foot, but maybe you just have a headboard only. You would be utilizing this type of frame. So we want to again talk about that center support. That's a double wide center support that goes from head to toe. And then you can see there are actually 6 legs for support. And then here's a queen. This is so critical because so many times I talk to people or see that they have a queen size and no center support. Listen, it's a little bit more width than a full size. So when 2 body weights are on there, we don't want that to bow at all because that will cause your mattress to wear quicker. As we said earlier, I've been doing it since 1988. It's proven. So make sure you've got that center support that goes it doesn't matter, either side to side or head to toe in your queen size. Get out the flashlight, look underneath, watch out for the dust bunnies, but check when you're ordering a new queen size, make sure you've got that center support with a leg that goes to the ground. You've got that, you're locked in. If not, ask about a new one. Okay, and we do have a frame available for you, so you can always ask your order operator about that. She'll have all the information for you. But really, whether it's nighttime or nap time, you need this to be your most comfortable experience. For me, I sleep in 4-hour shifts. I need those 4 hours to be the best. Quality. Quality is key, and you can't put a price tag on it. So remember, this Salvation Eurotop mattress is the first time you're ever seeing it. We brought it new today to QVC. It is our hot pick. We'll be featuring it throughout the day. And I want you to take advantage of the fact that you can get yours now. There's an advantage to shopping early because Serta was able to give us this incredible price, but only while supplies last. So quantities are already limited. So you're looking at less than $1,000 for every size. You're looking at 6 months for you to pay for it, and that's at no extra charge. Our Easy Pay is almost just a courtesy and thank you for you shopping here at QVC. You just need to order with a major credit card. Most of the times when we're shopping for a mattress, we're paying for it that way. So you take that while supplies last price, you break it up into 6 monthly installments on your credit card. If you're doing a twin, it's 6 payments of $99.83. For the full, it's $109.83. The queen, it's $116.50. For the split queen, it's $128.16. And for your king or California king, your monthly payment is $149.83. Your shipping and handling included. And remember,
Why at QVC? Well, there's a whole lot of reasons. And again, if you're watching and you've bought your Serta at QVC, please give us a call so we can talk about this. The in-home delivery that's included. They will then deliver your mattress to you, set it up, remove or just move your old mattress into another room. This is a beautiful delivery, and it happens within a short amount of time as soon as you make your purchase, and they really do go out of the way to set up a time that's convenient for you. We talked about the Easy Pay plan available. How about 30 nights to sleep on this? See how it works for you and your partner or your pets. And if you're not satisfied and in love with it, you can send it back, and there's no restocking fee to do so. A lot of stores will take 10, 20% off and keep that money of yours just because it didn't work out for you. And you only had 10 minutes to figure out in the store whether that was going to be the mattress you're going to own for 10, 20 years. Also, your mattress made fresh for you. They're not sitting around collecting dust in a warehouse. And that 10-year limited manufacturer's warranty. Eurotop plush, beautiful system when you're talking about the space-age memory foam. That hundreds of individually wrapped coils for that true support. When you're talking about this plush topper with that Eurotop and that edge-to-edge foam we saw all the way around. So when everybody's piled up on this bed and you're squeezed out on that last inch, you're not sacrificing comfort. I love it, and I want you to take advantage because you deserve a good night's rest. And I said it before at the beginning of the show. If you are sleeping on a mattress and you know it's old and it's not working out for you and you're ending up in another room or on a couch because it's just uncomfortable, it's not going to get better. It only gets worse as time goes down the road. So stop now with this while supplies last price. Take advantage of a great mattress from Serta. With the Easy Pay, you have the grand slam here in just terms of the offer. I just think it's an incredible time to make the investment because it is an investment.
We do joke around sometimes in our industry, the mattress joking. Listen, get yourself a great mattress and a great pair of shoes because when you're not in one, you're in the other. So today, I get to at least talk to you about a great mattress, right?
Right.
So that's our mattress humor. It's the best I got. I'm sorry.
You got to come up with something, right?
That's exactly right. So here's what we're talking about. So we briefly touched on the top 4 reasons why we aren't getting a good night's sleep. What's going on? Well, the number one thing we hear from all of our surveying and 900 sleep systems centers from around the country is tossing and turning. So if that applies to you, if you know at night you walk into the bedroom and you're thinking, here we go again. Let's see, maybe tonight will be a good night's sleep. And you know it's not going to happen. It's not that sigh of satisfaction when you get into bed. I thought I'd take a look and show you actually what we're building in this Serta Salvation Eurotop.
The layers.
The layers. So we talk about that pressure relieving comfort. So the cover, it's awesome. It's a very, very nice hand. It's gorgeous. You don't ever see it, I know.
I almost
but it's a
wouldn't want
great
to put
look.
my sheets on it because it feels so silky and yummy, to be honest with you.
Julie, sometimes I'm asked, do we have to put sheets on? And I go, oh my goodness, are you kidding?
Hey, quickly, speaking of sheets.
Yes.
Will my regular size sheets fit over this Eurotop?
Well, here's what I got for you. It's 11 inches deep.
Okay.
Okay. So if at home, if you're watching and listening and thinking, well, my sheets are maybe 18 years old, because I know once we have sheets that we love, we don't replace them too often. A, think about that. But B, if you need to measure, what I would recommend is just taking like a yardstick. Okay. You know, something that'll give you a flat on top of your mattress and then measure down to the bottom. It's a pretty easy way to measure, but this is 11 inches. So I can't tell you, everybody that's watching, I don't know what sheets you have, but 11 inches is the thickness here. Okay. And I mean, if you go get new sheets, definitely going to fit. I mean, all sheets.
Because most of them are 16 or 18 inches
right
now.
on. Yeah. So yeah, you know, they're cut deeper. Yeah. So I think it'll be golden. Okay. Just sometimes I've run into when, you know, sheets are really, really old and maybe shrunk a little bit. I can't tell you. Okay. But this is 11.
All right, but 11 inches. All right. 11 inches. Good measure.
So then, let's take a look at what helps it get to be 11 inches. So when we talk about that tossing and turning, what can we do to provide that pressure relieving comfort? Side sleepers, heads up. Do you wake up and your arms asleep? When you get up out of bed, you go, man, my hips really hurt. What's going on? It's that There might be some support left in your mattress, but the comfort is no longer there. That's why you've got these pressure points building up. We want to do whatever we can to provide pressure relieving comfort. So here you go. I'm going to break it down from top to bottom. So the first thing, the topmost layer right under the cover is this called pillow fill fiber. So pillow fill fiber, I always love to break it away. I mean, it kind of like a cotton candy look, but it's layer after layer after layer of this fiber that helps give you this immediate touch, this immediate comfort right underneath the cover. So it's kind of the first thing as far as comfort goes that your body feels when you get on this. Very, very difficult to break it down. It lasts a long, long time, kind of always springs back to where it needs to be.
Okay,
so
will
that's the first thing.
Will that make me hot? Well, like
no,
if you're
no.
on top, make me hot.
Actually, that's the cool thing about, no pun intended.
That was good.
I did not try it. That's a neat thing about the pillow fill fiber though, because look, it's so airy. All right, you know, so you've got that airflow right up top. That was silly. I might be blushing. Next up, we've got this is our comfort foam. You know, foam. There's a zillion foams out there. What we wanted to provide in this Salvation, the Serta Salvation, we wanted to provide a comfort layer of foam, but that's also supportive. And long-lasting. Okay, so that's what we have here. We've got this nice comfort foam, again, used for us on our better beds. I mean, that's another key element. This is good stuff. Okay. So there's the comfort foam layer. The next is, you know, kind of new technology. We wanted to engineer a layer of foam for comfort. But listen, our bodies are different, and in different parts of our bodies, we need a little bit more comfort. In some places we need a little bit more support. So what we've done is we've designed and engineered a comfort layer that is going to respond that way. So as you can see, this is we call it egg crate foam. I think you're probably familiar with it. It's really, really good at helping reduce pressure points, gives you a little bit more comfort. And then we've also added this wave pattern. So in 5 areas, that's how it kind of proceeds in the mattress from head to toe. 5 different areas are going to alternate. So you've got a little bit firmer here, a little bit plusher here, a little bit firmer here, a little bit plusher there. So it's a comfort layer, but can also help support you a little bit differently. So Fantastic. It's a great, it's a really, really great technology. Oh. And then we bounce right into, this is the gel enhanced memory foam.
Did you purposely make it look like the skies of the heaven because we will be dreaming and in heaven when we lay on this? Because looking at that now, after feeling it, the two go hand in hand.
We're so going to patent that line, Stacey. I'll give you credit. I promise.
Okay.
Here's what we got.
My way.
Like the heavens. I love it. So there's a great image on the screen, and then of course we've got you the live shot right here. So we're taking memory foam. So right out of the gate, I always talk about, look, I know you see a lot of things about mattresses out there. And sometimes you go, well, I guess I should get a memory foam, or I guess I should get an inner spring. I don't know what to get.
And you're confused.
Here's the best of both. So we're going to take that individually wrapped coil system, which is a great support unit, and then on top, one of the layers is going to be this gel-enhanced memory foam. So when we talk about that cradling comfort, and kind of like, you know, when we talk about molding and shaping to your body, and like any other foam out there, that space-age memory foam is getting the job done. So again, that is in there in the Serta Salvation Eurotop.
Layers upon layers of comfort that if you're just joining us now, we'll show you later how truly all of this just cradles your body in comfort. When you think about all the stress points on your body, starting with the hips and the shoulders, how it needs the extra support built in here because of that zone system. You have that beautiful memory foam, again, just to hug your body that you need. And then we'll show you the coil system that is absolutely phenomenal, because we're not talking dozens, hundreds of individual coils all wrapped, again, to respond, to keep, actually, if you sleep with a partner, the biggest, I think, call out, and for me is, you know, when he's moving around or she's moving around, tossing and turning, you don't necessarily have to be disturbed when you're, you know, having that wonderful dream of you hit the lottery and life's just easy street. You know, you are not disturbed and shocked out of that, because do you know how many times I'm having a good dream and my husband's tossing and turning and I get really mad because I'm like, I was just having the best dream. How dare you move?
I always cross the finish line
first. Yeah, there you go.
Well, here's a story too, real quick. Look, and it might be a second shifter. You know, so maybe they're not a restless sleeper, but all of a sudden, every night, 11:40, you've been asleep for an hour and a half, zonked out, having good dreams, and that second shifter tries to gently get into bed, but your bed's done. And immediately it feels like, I call it this wave of motion across the mattress, and it wakes you up. Or maybe the thunderstorm and the 40-pound puppy jumps into bed with you, and you feel that wave. You know, if it applies to you at home, here's a great coil system designed to help limit that. The other thing too, you talked about the memory foam. Listen, we know one of the claims to fame of memory foam. You know, you've seen some of the features in video that we talk about. again, that ability to reduce motion. So it's a double whammy here. If that's your #1 problem is motion disturbance,
you get the best of both worlds.
I've got memory foam in here, and I've got individually wrapped coils.
The reason why, in 2014, this won the Women's Choice Award for Best Mattress and Best Box Spring. How'd you get that?
Ridiculously proud of that, because here's how it was done. Thousands of women across the United States, it was a simple poll. They said, look, if you were going to recommend the best mattress and the best box spring and the best pillow, I don't have any pillows today, but what would it be if you were going to recommend that to a friend? Serta was the choice. So we're super proud of that. So thank you very, very much. It's another one of our accolades. But yes, I'm glad you brought it up. We kind of pat ourselves on the back a little bit.
Why not? You deserve to be recognized for it. And probably one of the reasons why more than 200,000 Serta mattresses sold here at QVC. And this is really brand new for you today with the Salvation, with the Euro top that's built in here with everything that goes in those layers that we just showed you. You know, really everybody deserves a good night's sleep, and you cannot put a price tag on it. But instead of going out there and thinking that you need to spend thousands of dollars to have a supportive and comfortable mattress, Serta partnered with us to bring you a mattress in any size that's less than $1,000. And with QVC, you break up the price of the mattress you need into 6 monthly payments at no extra charge, and this is delivered right to your home. And you know what? They'll get rid of that old nasty mattress that's been causing you grief. That's the beauty of our Salvation offer. It's item H206872. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll show you those inner springs that we're talking about.
I like it.
Stay with us. Yeah, you're joining us for our hot pick of the day. I'm Stacey Stauffer, everybody, here with Carrie Deem. You know, if we were a traditional store, we had the big window out on the street. What I'm laying on would be right there front and center, enticing you to just sit back, relax, and fall asleep, because this is brand new today, our Salvation Eurotop mattress from one of the best brands that you could ever buy a mattress from, and that is Serta. We're talking about a great offer for you, because this mattress, and we have twin, we have full, we have queen, we have split queen, king and California king, any size you need. And I was saying, you know, the first half hour, less than $1,000, even really better, less than $900, no matter what size you need.
Right on.
For so much technology, some of the best that Serta makes in this mattress, but we could only do it for so many. So we want you to take advantage of this offer while supplies last. We talked about the memory foam, the beautiful lush Euro top that's on here for comfort. But then when you get to the inner core, deep down inside, and all these individually wrapped coils, it really makes a difference in terms of our sleep. And we always talk about the reasons why we're losing sleep.
The top 4 reasons.
Yeah.
We've done a great job at identifying why is it you don't get a good night's sleep. And they're the top 4 reasons. Mental checklist time right here. Is it tossing and turning? Because that's #1. Meaning, when you get in bed, are you dreading it? It should, look, we work very, very hard. It should be, woohoo, I'm going to bed tonight, and I'm going to love when I get in bed, because I'm going to be out like a light and not tossing and turning and not taking 45 minutes to fall asleep and not waking up because my body's going, I'm not comfortable.
Right. Or are you sleeping on the couch right now in the living room or family room or in the basement because you will not get on that mattress?
And that's, look, that's wrong.
Yeah.
So heads up. The #2 thing is that back support. So when you get up in the morning, is there lower back pain? And it could be anywhere, frankly, but lower back is normally where it picks up and shows you, hey, you're not getting proper spine spinal alignment in your current mattress. There's not enough support there. It's broken down. Maybe it's that hammock effect, which we'll talk about. So that's number 2. We want to talk about unique back support and the individually wrapped coil system. Number 3 is partner disturbance, motion across the mattress. Is it bouncy? Do you get woken up and disturbed by a restless sleeper or a second shifter that tries to sneak in, at 11:30 and does their best to be quiet, but the mattress doesn't allow it to happen? So we're going to talk about what we've done to limit that partner disturbance or that motion. And then finally, are you sleeping in a hammock? Do you roll to the center or are you rolling off the edge? We're going to talk about ways that engineered in this mattress that helps limit that also.
Okay.
So that's what I got for you. Those are the top 4 reasons. How many applied to you? Maybe one, maybe all 4.
Many. I think one is too many, but I'm looking at 3 right there.
Are you really?
I am, and I didn't really think about it that way. But now that you broke it down for me, Carrie, it's like, wow. Maybe I should probably be in the market for a new mattress, but let's talk about this coil system.
We'll talk. All right, so when we talk about, and listen, if you were with us, we just talked about the comfort layers and what helps that pressure relieving comfort. Keep comfort and support separate in any mattress that you're talking about.
Really?
So now we're going to look at the support of the unit. So you said it as in the intro, this deep support of the unit. This is called, it's our advanced technology, it's our individually wrapped coil system. And what that means is there are hundreds and hundreds of these pocketed, like in their pockets, these inner springs that are allowed to work independently. So they can support you and allow for that proper spinal alignment different than other inner springs. There's a great animation right here. So there's an individually wrapped coil system. And we're going to put a side sleeper on right there. So look, where we've got a little bit more weight at our hips and we've got a little bit more width in our shoulders. Look how great that individually wrapped coil unit responds to that body weight. And again, we're all different weight shapes and sizes. So wouldn't it be an awesome idea if the inner spring could affect us individually and give us that unique back support? That's what we're looking at right there. Over here, we're going to have our friend Tracy lie down on, it's actually a raw, individually wrapped coil unit. So right here, what I love to talk about is you can see, again, the way that this unit, this design of the support inner spring, the individually wrapped coil, can mold and shape to her body the way it needs to be. Let's allow for the hips to sink in just a little bit more, but yet still at the lower lumbar area still provide that support.
That's huge.
When we talk about unique back support, and are we solving that problem when we talk about waking up in the morning with that lower back pain? Look how this is just shaping perfectly and following her spine line. Again, I talk about proper postural alignment and support. That's the unique back support that this individually wrapped coil system provides.
I call it the cradle effect.
The cradling, body hugging, cradling support.
I mean, like, how you cradle a baby in your arms.
Right on, right on.
Your bed's doing that for you, your mattress.
Now, the other thing too, we talked about the third reason was that partner, that motion disturbance. So right here at Tracy's knee, I'm pressing on the outside coil. What's moving at her knee? Nothing. Right? I mean, so when we talk about what can I do? He drives me crazy because he sleeps so restlessly. When we talk about that, look, an individually wrapped coil system, why not put some memory foam on there too to help limit that? This is the solution. So if that was one of your reasons, heads up.
You gotta love it. And you know what? No longer do you have that issue. Do I go with memory foam? Do I go with a coil system? You're getting the best. You're getting both. So the best of both worlds. That's
exactly it. You don't have to struggle with that decision. Why not get the best of both?
So take advantage, please. If you have been struggling, if you've known for a long time now that, you know what, I've needed a new mattress, I haven't found one at a price that I can afford, or really I can't afford to buy, and pay one lump sum. Here's your opportunity with a great mattress, brand new for you today, that we have in limited quantities, but it's a while supplies last price. Every size you need, less than $900, shipping and handling included, because you have that in-home delivery to you that's included. And remember, 30 nights to do this and sleep on this. If to try and figure out. You don't have just 10 minutes like you do normally in a store. And here's that in-home delivery and what's exactly included, because they will contact you within about a week after your order to set up the appointment.
The goal is 5 to 7 days.
5 to 7 days, yeah. And so they'll set up a delivery appointment for you, your window and all that. And when it's delivered, your mattress will be placed in the room of your choice. They will also, after setting up your new mattress, if you want that old mattress in a different room, guess what? they'll put it there for you. If you no longer want that mattress and it's just got to go to the junkyard, guess what? They'll remove that for you too, all at your convenience. And again, with the courtesy of some really nice delivery guys, because I had my friend who said they couldn't have been nicer. They do it efficiently. They're not there all day. They know what they're doing, and they'll just get it all set up. So all you have to do is put your sheets on it.
It's the best feedback we get.
Yeah.
It really, really is. So we love it. Hey, so here's what I thought I'd do.
Okay.
Because, hey, I'm sleepy. It's so late now here on the East Coast. Actually, I'm feeling awesome. But we talk about total edge foam encasement. All right. So what we've done, we looked at that individually wrapped coil system. Well, the whole way around that we aren't showing live is this real firm supportive foam. Head to toe, side to side, all the way around the inner spring system. What that's getting us is complete coverage, sleep area, head to toe, side to side of the mattress. You no longer feel, 5 inches in that you're gonna fall right out. So what I love to do is I'm right on the edge. I talk about in my left back pocket is my wallet. That is not touching the mattress at all. So that's how far out on the edge I am. And I'm just hanging out here.
That's a great animation shot there.
Maybe 2 adults are in a full size, and we could talk about if it's because you can't get the box spring up the steps, we could talk about a split queen. But anyway, maybe 2 adults are in a full size, so I know sleep surface is important to you. You can be on the edge. Maybe you're just an edge sleeper. You love to be out on the edge, but as your mattress has aged, you find yourself, you have to kind of get more and more towards the center. Otherwise, you feel like, hey, gonna fall out. Not good. This total edge foam encasement is allowing you to get the most out of your mattress surface.
There's something to be said for living on the edge, but not when you're trying to sleep, right?
Steven Tyler, Aerosmith has said that. Yes.
Oh, I have to give my producer, Dan, credit for that one.
That's a good one.
I want to quick go to the phones because Diane is calling in from Texas. And
awesome.
Diane, it's Stacey. Say hello to Carrie. I hear your mattress, just isn't cutting it these days.
Hi, yes, thank you.
Hi, Diane.
Yeah, my mattress is about 10 years old, and I think it's just time for a new one. I was flipping through the channels, and I thought, you know what, this looks good. I like the memory foam, the coil system, everything looks great. Everything, the way you explained it, I'm really excited about getting this mattress.
Well, wait till you do, and you lay on it, and you feel and touch this Euro top. But I have to ask you, Diane, what has been your biggest issue with the mattress you've had now?
I think the biggest issue is if I'm asleep and someone else gets on the bed and it wakes me up every single time. So I like this, that may not happen.
And it shouldn't, because of the edge-to-edge that we were talking about before we took the phone call, Diane. And not to mention the support and the comfort level. I take it that you have a sweetie that jumps in the bed, or is that one of your four-legged friends?
I'm sorry, say that again?
I said, do you have a little sweetheart who shares the bed with you, or is it one of your four-legged friends that does that?
No, I have a sweetheart.
So now you can enjoy sleeping, your partner sleeping, you get the comfort and the support that you need. And I love the fact that I think the value here, because this very mattress is on Serta.com, but 30% more, Diane.
Right, and it's such a great value for a queen-size bed. And on the 6 easy payments, I mean, it's absolutely a great deal. I'm just really excited.
That's awesome, Diane. And you know what's interesting, I'm sure at some point you said to yourself, well, I know this motion is waking me up and I don't get good rest, but I guess I just have to settle. It is what it is. So it's great to hear that you've identified and recognized that, boy, it's interesting. So memory foam is going to help limit that. And then this individually wrapped coil is definitely going to help limit that. So good decision. I like that you identified your problem and figured out, well, this can solve those things for me. So nicely done. Good work.
And I'm happy that we just saved you from having to go to a store and lay on a bunch of mattresses in front of a salesperson, in front of strangers, and feel that awkward moment where, okay, is this the one that I want? I don't know, but they're all staring at me. So I'm glad we saved you from that.
Exactly, yes, because I was going to do that, so I'm really excited. Thank you so much. And can I say hi to Jessica and Lily?
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead.
Hi, Lily.
Oh, who's Jessica?
Jessica and Lily, they're my daughters.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I'm glad you had that opportunity. Diane, thank you so much for calling in. And more importantly, here's to you and better night's rest, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Okay,
thanks so much,
care.
Diane. Have good dreams.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
So she took advantage of her offer, the in-home delivery, the fact that she could break up the price to 6 monthly payments, and that's no extra charge. That's just our thank you to you. You know, let's quick go to the phones again because Kathleen is calling in from Pennsylvania. Yeah, and Kathleen, I hear you've had a Serta.
Oh my gosh, I guess I've had it for about 14 months.
Oh, so, and you bought it here at QVC?
Absolutely. Oh, I would buy it nowhere else.
Oh, well, tell me how it's going.
Well, let me tell you, before I got the Serta, I was sleeping maybe 2 hours a night, maybe.
Oh, no.
I had a horrible mattress. Oh, it was terrible before. I was sleeping on the couch most of the time, and that wasn't comfortable. So I thought I would try QVC because it was the easy pay, and they would deliver it. And first of all, it took them all of 6 minutes to deliver it. And it was not. Oh.
It's crazy how efficient they are.
They were out. They were, yeah. And then I thought, all right, well, let me just lay down and see how it is. And I laid down to try it out. 2.5 hours later, I woke up in the middle of the afternoon.
A little cat nap, huh? That's awesome.
I went from sleeping 2 or 3 hours a night to like 6 to 7 hours a night immediately. Oh, it's a miracle work.
What was that like for you for then the rest of your day when you had that first full night's sleep?
Well, it was a life changer because I teach, and I guess I was much more pleasant to my students, maybe.
Did you notice you gave out fewer detentions after that happened, Kathleen?
I think that might have been it, yeah. Or maybe I caught more of what they were doing because I was a little more awake.
Right on.
It was phenomenal, and anybody who is, on the fence, I think they should just definitely try it. And the fact that QVC gave me 30 days to, try it out is unheard of, and it's fantastic. So it really was worthwhile.
Well, Kathleen, I'm so excited and happy that it worked out for you because everybody does deserve a good night's sleep. And I thank you for calling in and just helping out your fellow shoppers because it is, a big purchase. A mattress is an investment. So to hear your vote of confidence and your experience went well, I certainly know that it will go a long way for others who are thinking about it. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And Stacey, I have to thank you. I've been watching you for the past year and a half since you started, and I just say you're doing a phenomenal job.
Oh, thank you.
I get up early in the morning, so and I love kitchen clearance when you do it. It's so awesome. So.
Yeah, well, thank you. I have fun in the kitchen, so I'm glad it resonates, Kathleen, and I'm still learning a lot, but your vote of confidence and your friendship now means a lot to me, so thank you so much.
Oh, you're wonderful. Thank you very much.
And you have a great Sunday.
Okay, you too.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Kathleen. Bye-bye.
And do you hear that in her voice?
You know what I love?
You can hear the enthusiasm that she truly has made a difference. She was passionate about it.
So passionate, and again, quickly I recognize this is what I needed. This was the solution. 2 hours a night? I don't know how you function.
No.
Even if it's 3 batches of 2 hours of sleep, that's still not right. Our bodies don't work that way. So I'm so glad that she immediately noticed a difference.
And I'm glad she really spoke to many of the reasons of why it pays to purchase your Serta here at QVC.
Right on.
First of all, with that in-home delivery and her experience, how well it went, how quickly it went. That's included in your price. All it takes is a phone call. You'll actually get the call to set up the delivery. Then you have that easy pay plan she also spoke about. Every size mattress in the Salvation is less than $900. You get to take that price then if you order with a credit card and break it up into 6 monthly payments at no extra charge. Again, she liked the fact that she had 30 nights, the confidence of 30 nights to sleep on this.
Just in case.
Just in case. And if not, she could send it back if she didn't love it and would not be charged a restocking fee like a lot of stores may do to you. Also, you should know and shop with confidence that your mattress is made fresh for you. It's not sitting collecting dust in some warehouse. And also, a limited manufacturer's warranty. And I'm not talking 3 years. I'm not talking 5 years. 10
About
years.
10
wow.
years. 10 years, and it covers anything structural defect, that's warranted from us. And when we're talking about anything we buy as consumers, I don't know anything else that for 10 years. So 9 years, 360 days from now, you get up in the morning and there's a coil sticking out somewhere that's not supposed to be sticking out, you get another one. I mean, that's so phenomenal. Again, when we talk about spending some retail dollars, to know that for 10 years, your investment is protected. We know it's going to perform the way you expect it to. for 10 years.
And you're investing in great technology, layers of technology, and no longer do you have to decide between, do I want a memory foam mattress or the traditional spring coil? You get both. You get this beautiful Euro top that's so luxurious, and you get it at such a phenomenal value. Your old mattress, the problems that you're having with sleeping on it are only going to get worse the more you spend time on it. Now is the time to change it. Make a difference in how you feel when you get up in the morning by taking advantage, again, of this brand new mattress you're seeing today at this while supplies last price. Now, of course, if you have any questions, we have this all spelled out for you on QVC.com. The breakup, remember, all sizes, twin through California King, especially with that split queen, which comes with the 2 different box mattresses.
2 box springs so you can get them up the steps.
Awesome. All